Great. We are so happy to present her. Please give a warm welcome to Janice Maffei. Janice Maffei.
Hey, fire up and join. That used to mean something very different to me 30 years ago. Now it's something that I say to my orthopedist when he gives me a shot in my knee. Anyhow, it's great to be here, and perhaps you followed the news recently that there's a search for a rat czar in New York City. Have you followed this? Yeah, and they're looking for someone with like badassery, and I'm like, yeah, it's possible, because I do find rats fascinating. Rats are, monogamous. If they move into your neighborhood, they are gonna stay. They give birth 6 times a year. I've come to think of them as just very good Catholics, and that helps me a little bit. So, what about dogs? Everyone loves dogs, right? I don't. Sure, I like those warm, fluffy dogs, but there's a kind of dog that immediately upon meeting him, he sort of gets his snout into your private parts. And it's like, oh, that's just Luther being Luther. He just wants to get your essence quickly. I'm like, wow. Invasive, #MeToo. So, I'm kind of looking at Luther, and truthfully, he looks up, and I believe he's winking at me from what I can see. And, it's been a while since a male animal has taken that level of interest in me. So it's kind of interesting, Luther. So listen, the pandemic has changed us, no doubt, dramatically disruptive. For me, my Facebook ads changed. They went from ads like for comfy bras, as if, to these ads for wild fish, Alaskan salmon, Pacific cod, tuna steaks. And I'm like, I don't need no stinking fish. I live in New York City. I can get fish if I want to. But the ads just wouldn't stop. They spawned from Facebook. They turned up on Instagram, showing up on my LinkedIn profile. And so I just, I had to give in. I just, I went for it because, friends, algorithms. I've come to think of them as a well-intentioned mother who's trying to change your life just the slightest bit. And so, I dragged this starter pack into my house. I'm gonna have to let go of that Lonely Everything bagel from the freezer. That weird, pizza with the pepperoni confetti on it. It's all gonna go because I'm gonna fill my freezer with Facebook fish. And indeed I did that. Really, who's getting enough omega-3s? Show of hands. We're just not getting enough omega-3s. So I open up the first pack. I'm gonna just jump into this thing. And I open up the first pack, and it was a moment because the fish comes in pairs. The fish is saying to you, don't you have anyone to share this meal with? It was a socially awkward moment, truly. And so, wonder, where did dogs come out on the fish continuum? I'm thinking Luther as a possibility, but I skipped over that, and it pointed me towards online dating, which is the place you go when you're doubting your self-worth to be certain you were right. Now, are a lot of men wearing seatbelts online. They seem to be saying, I'm a man, I know how to stop into a seatbelt, let's do the wild thing. I don't think so. That is not going to happen. Newsflash, this is a very cool look if you're trying out for the neighborhood safety patrol, but it is just definitely not going to work in dating. So it was not going well, and but finally I see a guy, he was imperfect. Let's face it, friends, we all are. And, bit of a belly, long, scraggly beard. I'm thinking, if we get to know each other, we can trim that baby up a little bit. Well-worn MAGA hat. And I'm thinking, friends, I saw it as just a youthful dalliance with anarchy. A passing thing, because he's holding in his hand, on close examination, it's fleshy, it's fresh, it's very impressive. Let's just say that he's holding a flounder in his hand. And I'm thinking, here's my guy. Fish together. Anyhow, listen, it's been a total delight to be with you tonight. I'm Janice Maffei, and don't forget to call your mother. Take care.
Janice Maffei, everybody.